Alright, so I recently got the platinum for the new co-op horror game Reanimal. So let's talk about this trophy list, see what it entails, and how doable is this? How long does it take? Is it difficult? We're going to be talking about every single trophy in this game in this video. After talking about all the trophies, we're going to do a quick review of the game as well as a review of the platinum trophy, at least in my opinion, and then we can have a conversation about it. So definitely stay to the end of the video to check out what my opinion is so we can talk about it in the comment section. But if you guys are looking to get this platinum, you can check out my 100% walkthrough video, which I do have posted up on the channel. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys are looking for that. It's a little less than 3 hours long. It'll get you the platinum in one playthrough. If you guys want to go check that out, you can. But other than that, let's talk about Reanimal. Reanimal is made by the same developers that made Little Nightmares 1 and 2. So when I first saw this, I was super excited to jump into this. Not only that, it's a co-op game, and I love co-op games. Me and my partner Alex, we play every single co-op game you can think of. Split Fiction, Sackboy, It Takes Two, anything that's co-op, we have it on our list to either play or we have played it. So knowing that there was a horror one coming out that had the same art style as Little Nightmares games made me so excited because I do love those games. I am a fan of them. So knowing that I would actually get to experience this with somebody, I knew I had to play this right away. So of course I got it, and from day one we started and we did do a blind playthrough, and then I went through after and got some of the cleanup trophies by myself, which you can actually play this game by yourself because you will play as player 1 and then the AI will play as player 2, which is pretty cool. You can also play this online and only one of you guys need to own the game, so that's also a pretty cool thing about this game. Now I've separated this into all of the story-based trophies, which are all unmissable, and then we have all of the miscellaneous trophies, which are either collectible based or just doing specific tasks, which are technically all missable. However, there are a few here which you might deem to be unmissable, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So let's talk about these story trophies. The first story related trophy is earned when you are pushing the car out of the way to enter the next section of the game, which is where chapter 2 will start, and the home from home trophy is earned for reaching the small forest town. After going through chapter 2, avoiding Sniffer, you will drive the ice cream truck while fending him off. He will try to attack you while you are inside the ice cream truck, which will eventually crash over a cliff and onto the beach. This will give you the trophy Save Our Skins for escaping Sniffer. Next up, we have the It's a Trap trophy, where at the end of chapter 4, you'll find yourselves in an ambush and you'll wake up tied together, suspended in the air. This will be the start of chapter 5 and will give you the trophy It's a Trap. Near the end of chapter 5, after escaping the orphanage, you will see some soldiers patrolling and preparing the vehicles. Inside the vehicle, you'll see your friends, which you'll go up into and join them, and you'll get the trophy Happy Days for reuniting with them. The second last story-based trophy is going to be at the very beginning of chapter 7. You will be in the midst of a war, which you will enter the trenches and see some not so nice things, but once you do first enter the trenches, you will get the trophy Into the Abyss for going into the breach. And finally, after finishing all 9 chapters, you will earn the trophy All Is Well for finishing the main story. Now there's no difficulty-based trophies, that's just the one difficulty, so you don't need to worry about going back and doing any extra playthroughs for difficulty-based ones, but you may need to go back and do a second playthrough to get all of the collectibles and whatnot if you did do a blind playthrough. Now again, this platinum trophy can be earned in one playthrough, however you may actually have to go back to do a couple of the trophies, but it is doable in one playthrough, but may require 2, so just keep that in mind. You can go check out my video, like I said, if you guys do want to have help with all the collectibles and all the miscellaneous trophies. You can check that out if you would like. But let's get on to the miscellaneous trophies, and let's first talk collectibles. There are a total of 18 masks, 20 posters, 5 statues, 5 critters, and 5 coffins throughout the game, all these considered technically collectibles. Now something nice about this game is that there is chapter select. However, in order to get the trophy for getting all the coffins and statues, you will need to complete this in a single playthrough, so keep that in mind. During my first playthrough, I did not get this. I had to go back and do another playthrough anyways, but I did do this, and you gotta get all of them in one playthrough. Now, there also is a mask tied to the statues, so technically in order to get all the masks, you're going to need to do that. However, any other masks you can actually go through to chapter select and get. But for the one tied to the statue, you will need to get all 5 statues because you'll get the mask at the last statue. But if you do get all the collectibles, you will get the Prayer for the Dying trophy for paying tribute to all the hidden statues, a propagander for finding and tearing down all posters, Beneath the Mask for finding all masks, Critter Kill Hit for killing every critter, and Friends Reunited for finding all the coffins and unlocking the secret ending. Yes, you heard me right, there is a secret ending to this game. Now this alternate ending can only be seen if you do find all 5 coffins in a single playthrough. Like I said, a single playthrough. Now, the difference isn't huge in this alternate ending, but it is unique, so I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. If you guys want to go check it out yourself, you can. But again, you can check out my 100% walkthrough guide to go see that secret ending, because I do that in that video. And speaking of 100%, there are 3 trophies that you will be required to find 100% of the secrets in order to earn. Hidden Among the Pines for finding all secrets in the first 3 chapters. Hidden Among Rats for finding all the secrets in the middle 3 chapters, and finally Hidden in Rubble for finding all secrets in the final 3 chapters. This is essentially finding all the collectibles and doing all the miscellaneous related tasks / trophies that are chapter specific, so let's go talk about each and every single one of them. The first one that can be earned is in chapter 1. After leaving the sewers, you're going to climb up a ladder and see Sniffer enter a building. Now to the right of this building, you're going to be on the edge of a cliff, and you're going to see a sightseer sitting in a chair, which you can actually push off of the cliff, and you'll get the Dark Tourism trophy. Moving on to chapter 2, you're going to enter the cinema. You will see a brick over on the ground on the right side of the room. Picking it up and throwing it at the popcorn machine by the door on the far left, you're going to spill out all the popcorn and get the trophy Rock and Pop. In chapter 4, you're going to enter a clock tower through the face of the clock, and in this room, there's going to be a bunch of frozen spider kids, which just look like statues pretty much, which all can be broken. You're going to need to do this for a trophy, and it can be a little bit tricky to find them all because of the camera angle. Just make sure that you're not missing anything. Once you do destroy them all, you're going to get the Scared to Dust trophy. Another miscellaneous trophy in this chapter is the Long Live the King trophy, and that's going to be for stealing the crown from the leader of the Spider Kids. You're going to enter a section of the chapter where a bunch of Spider Kids are going to attack you, and a Spider Kid King will be the top sitting on his throne. Maybe after about, 15, 20, maybe 25 seconds of fighting, you're going to see him jump down around the back. And to get this trophy, you're going to need to attack him before he runs away. You're not going to have very much time once he jumps down. Once he does, you want to go around the back, hit him. He will obviously not survive. Then you can go pick up his crown. This will count as a mask as well. So this is going to be what you need to do to get the mask, but to also get the trophy. Now into chapter 5, you're going to enter a hallway where a pig is going to run across into another room on the left. Now entering this, you're going to see the pig is scared in the corner, which is really, really sad, but you can interact with him or her and comfort it to get the Creature Comforts trophy. Shortly after that, you're finally going to be separated from being tied together, and after exiting the more brighter room, you're going to enter a hallway with a piano, which can of course be played, and after interacting with it a few times, you're going to get the Lullaby trophy. Alright, now onto a boss fight. At the end of chapter 5, you're going to be in a boss fight with a big creature called the Mother. The objective here is to dodge the spears that are being thrown at you by the Spider Kids up above, picking them up and throwing them at the Mother when she does appear. However, there is a trophy to be earned in this fight for killing 10 Spider Kids. You can simply ignore attacking the Mother and throw spears at the kids until you get all of 10. If you're playing with an AI as a second player, they will attack the Mother, but it's not going to be enough to progress and end the fight, so as long as you do kill 10 of the Spider Kids and just ignore the Mother, you're going to get the Shot Through the Heart trophy. In chapter 6, you're going to need to restore the power to the bunker in order to get a missile care package by the big cannon. When you do turn on the power, you'll need to input a code that can be viewed using the binoculars, but first you want to get the trophy and also a poster for inputting a secret code. This will print out a poster on the wall as well as give you the trophy Secret Bunker. After you've gotten the care package of missiles delivered near the cannon, you can now load the cannon and shoot the monster in the water. But before you do this, in the cannon at the secret bunker that you just came through, you'll see the window there. It's kind of hard to see, but you will see a black box there. You want to shoot the missile at that to get the non-mechanical trophy. Now getting near the end of the game, in chapter 8, you'll be in a room with a few people that are in not so good of a position. if you know what I mean. But there's also going to be some guns on the ground. Now to continue the game, you'll shoot one of those people in the air to drop the key, but for this trophy you will need to unfortunately shoot your friend, which will give you the friends like these trophy. After this, you'll continue through the section while avoiding getting hit by the sniper until you eventually find a grenade launcher that you can shoot at the sniper to stop him. Once you go over to his body on the ground, you'll interact with him to make sure that he is dead, and he'll give you the trophy, just making sure. In Chapter 9, you're going to be in control of a tank and have to drive away while being chased. There will be many cars on the ground, so just try to focus as much as you can on running over the cars to wreck them, because you're going to need to get at least 24 of these cars to get the Destruction Derby trophy. Now, if it hasn't popped and you feel like you're getting near the end, don't worry, there's a lot of cars near the end. So once you get to the end, just try to focus on it as much as possible. This took me quite a few tries to do just because you can't really miss any shots on the creature that's chasing you. But don't worry, you can do this as many times as you want. It'll just restart you back at the beginning, and run over as many cars as you can. Get at least 24 and the trophy will be yours. Now, there are a few trophies that can be earned at many points throughout the game. The first one is a trophy that you might actually get naturally, and that's the Survival Instinct trophy for failing to save your friend from being killed. There are a couple sections of this game that can be a bit challenging, and therefore there are many opportunities for you to do this, whether it's intentional or not. Next is the Turd and Feather trophy for saving your friend from the birds, which can also be done at any point in the game where the birds come down and attack you. So once you see the birds start coming, let them attack your friend, and once you hit the bird off of your friend, you will get this trophy. The next one is Lost at Sea for traveling a great distance with the boat. There is no exact distance given here, but I got this during my second playthrough of the game. But of course, this can be finished in a single playthrough if you just keep driving the boat around, but you may need to have a second playthrough and drive the boat a little bit more, as there is no exact amount of distance given. Another boat-based trophy is going to be the Naval Blazing trophy for clearing 20 naval mines in one playthrough, aka destroy almost all the mines in the game. Now again, like I said, this is going to be one in the boat. Player 2 is going to have control of some harpoons. If you're playing this with AI, you will also be in control of driving as well as shooting the harpoons. You're going to need to destroy at least 20 naval mines in one playthrough. There are more than 20, but I would recommend looking around and getting every single one that you can, because I don't believe there's many more than 20. It might be like 22 or 23. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure there's not too many more other than 20. So try to shoot as many as you possibly can, and once you do shoot 20, you'll get the trophy. The last miscellaneous trophy is the Take the Load Off trophy, which is kind of a collectible trophy. I didn't know if to add it as the collectible section, so I'm just putting it here because this is a trophy for resting your legs at 10 places around the world. Now, there are more than 10 places to do this, which is why I've put it here, but even if you do miss one, you can still get this trophy. I think there's maybe 12 or 13 spots to sit down, as there are some seats that are in the same area, but only one of them count. It can be a little bit confusing, but you need to sit on 10 to get this trophy. And of course, once you are done all the 31 trophies that we just talked about, you will get the platinum Nothing Lasts Forever. Now this game is quite short, which is the biggest complaint I've heard about this game, but it's kind of a compliment as well, because it shows that people want more of this, which we are getting DLC. However, in my personal opinion, I think the game was a little bit pricey for how long it was. Again, this can be completed in 3 hours. If you're really taking your time, it might take you maybe 4 or 5 hours, but again, that's still very short for the price tag that it was at. Plus, you have to pay for the DLC, so like at the end of the day, you're paying like almost $100 for a game that the main game was only around 3 or 4 hours, and I can't imagine the DLC is going to be any more than an hour or two. So it's kind of tricky. If the DLC was going to be free, or maybe a lot less than the price that they have it at, maybe it would be a bit more worth it, but regardless, I'm going to be playing the DLC because I do love this game. This game is amazing. I would highly recommend it, whether you're playing with a friend or by yourself. It is a great little horror game. They call it cozy horror, which it kind of is. You know, it's really cute and it's unique, but again, it's scary and it's disturbing. There's things going on here that not everyone's going to be a fan of, and not everyone's going to want to see. So, but if you do love horror and you like things that are disturbing, this is definitely going to be one that you want to check out. Now for the platinum, this is a very easy platinum, okay? Again, this can be done in one playthrough. maybe 2. It shouldn't take you any more than 2 playthroughs to do this, especially with a guide. Very, very simple. I'm going to rate this difficulty at a 2 out of 10, just because there are a couple of trophies that may take you a couple of tries, like the Wreck the 24 Cars one. But other than that, this is very, very simple. 2 out of 10. Very, very quick, but very nice as well, and the art style is absolutely amazing. That's pretty much it, guys. I wanted to talk about this platinum. If you guys have this platinum, let me know in the comment section how you guys found it, or if you're looking to do this, also let me know. Or maybe you're not playing this game at all, you have no idea what it is. Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. But if you guys did enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel because we have a lot more platinum videos coming up. If you want to see me play these games, head over to my other channel. I'll link down below as well. That's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.